knew that such a? I'm sorry, Red Bull. I'm just gonna say this. Who knew?
Go ahead. Speak your heart.
Who knew that like a drink that smells like chemical fumes would make it this big? I've never gambled before.
You never gambled?
No. I feel like my career is already a gamble. I don't need to do anymore.
Me and my circle of friends would always just roast each other.
Oh, I mean, I've never had friends, so I guess I don't know. Well, I'm not going to respond to that just because I don't want on tomorrow's social media be like, Mitski wants people to die. Like, I don't want to. I'm going to try not to be controversial. You can make a track out of it.
Cut it. I'm going to cut it to
Die,
where it's
die, 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 die. Mitski wants.
Die.
Sometimes you just want to sleep in public.
And
Do you get aged out in the comedy world? I thought that was just female musicians. What, you're not up on your history of meth? So no one's been on mushrooms in this apartment yet.
Not yet.
You need to christen it. Do you talk to people next to you on the plane?
Sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh.
My last celebrity encounter at an airport was Margaret Cho.
Yeah.
And I sat down at the gate, and I realized she was sitting right across from me. And I didn't want to bother her, but I kind of wanted to say something like, hey, like, I'm Asian too. But I didn't talk to her, but she was great.
You should have just said, hey, I'm Asian too.
I know.
You should have started with that.
More than once, I've had people straight-faced ask me, is that a violin? I'm like, I'm Asian, but no, it's a guitar. How would this be a violin?
You ever had sex to your own music?
No. Oh, that sounds awful.
Yeah.
I'd just be thinking about the composition. Like,
Right.
I'd be having sex, but then I'd be like, oh, fuck, I should have, like, fixed that in the production. And then
Yeah.
I'd be distracted. What do you talk about? I freeze up.
You know what you gotta do?
What?
You gotta read a Dale Carnegie book. How to Win Friends and Influence People.
That's a good idea.
Step 1, you gotta when you talking to somebody, you gotta touch them on their upper shoulder and look them in the eyes. Always remember people's names and say their name a lot when you're talking to them.
You actually read it. You read it.
Oh, yeah.
So there was a point in your life where you were like, I need to figure out how to.
I remember Hannibal went through like a Adderall and self-help book phase.
Oh.
Where he would write notes and have just like 3 or 4 self-help books.
I respect that. You like are trying to be a functional part of society.
I remember
respect
that.
that.
Like how a robot would do it.
Yeah. I remember one time we were sitting first class, we were going somewhere, and you had like 3 books, and you had your notebook, and you're like, I'm going to get into the self-help shit.
In public.
Right before we take off, he was out.
Hey, it's the intention that matters. That's why I switched to audiobooks recently.
I like the image of you like on a plane, like yelling from just like being asleep, and in front of you are 3 self-help
and a notebook. To take notes.
Just like, this guy is not doing it right.
He's not crushing life right now.
Yeah.
He needs some help. Oh, that's hilarious.
It was this one, I don't know why, but it was called the 5-second rule. And
What is that?
the 5-second rule, like when you
Drop something.
When you drop something, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
well, that one. Yeah,
That's exactly
it's like if you drop some food.
But you don't need a whole book on
It
that.
took about three minutes to listen to.
You don't need a whole book on that. It's pretty self-explanatory.
I've been wasting all this goddamn food.
Hannibal read 30 chapters on the 5-second rule.
Hannibal, it's simple.
He's taking notes. Oh, damn. I learned something today. Just
People in the
crushed
audience,
her phone.
they have like a watching TV effect. Like, you're right in front of them, but for some reason people think that you can't see them. The audience members feel like they're looking at a TV screen or something. It's so weird.
Yeah.
You just like, their faces are like, or just like they look so stupid, or they're talking to each other. No, but like they don't realize.
They look so stupid.
They don't realize that you can see that. It's such a weird disconnect. It's true.
That's hilarious. Do you realize how stupid you look right now?
goddamn Xanax, some NyQuil, or some
Okay.
fucking.
You should get on ZQL. Do you know
some
ZQL?
melatonin. What's ZQL?
ZQL is NyQuil. NyQuil made it, but they realized people were taking NyQuil just to sleep, so they made ZQL, which is like without any of the cold medicine shit and just the shit that makes you go to sleep.
Oh.
Yeah, you should. I love that stuff. I love that stuff.